It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
And welcome to the realm of geekdom. This is nerd breaking news. We are hearing rumors of what character Scarlett Johansson is actually playing in the Batman 2. But before we go ahead and jump into that, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell before you miss any of our episodes. So let's go ahead and go into that story. Tell us, kid, what exactly are the rumors that we're hearing?
So the last 48 hours or so, a lot of people have been coming up with Reddit and the Twitter guy, Apocalypse Horseman, who's very credible. A lot of people have been saying for months, and now it's coming up a little bit more as the film is currently, as Matt Reeves is filming the film now currently, that Scarlett is playing Pamela Isley, Poison Ivy. And the big thing is, how is she going to fit into a grounded, realistic take on Gotham, Bruce, and all that when she's a supernatural character who not only controls plant, but she can do poison. Now, obviously, you could do a realistic take on this character. It's not far-fetched that we could be like, okay, yeah, so she creates her own, kind of like Scarecrow. She creates her own poison, and that's how she's doing. Another thing they're saying is that she's killing off the wealthy. She's fighting the Lannister. She's fighting Lannister, the guy who's playing Lannister, Charles Dance character, who's part of the Court of Owls. That's basically what's going on here. And it's also confirmed by Jeff Snyder that Bucky is not playing Harvey Dent. He's playing a Zazoff character who's an Arkham serial killer, if you will. He's full of tats. He doesn't have any hair. And then when you last saw a picture of Bucky, you see him with no hair. So it lends to the credence that he is going to play that character. He's not playing Harvey Dent. So the question is here is could Poison Ivy work in Matt Reeves' world? And it kind of makes sense that she does do this type of role because you don't get Scarlett Johansson just to be a wife. You get Scarlett Johansson because you're getting a superstar actress to be a very integral role of the story. My thing before you guys go is that I'm in the middle. I love Reeves. I think he should be taking over DC. Get Fire Gun. I just think that you got to be careful how you do this. If it was my theory, the way if I would have wrote it, I told you, TK, for about months, and I told this to the Eagle as well. If you include Pamela Isley being a love interest of Bruce, while at the same time being a killer like the Phantasm, then if you mix the Phantasm character with Poison Ivy, then I say she's goated. This is one of the best villains ever. You just got to be very careful because you have the radical people who are saying, how does Matt Reeves is obsessed with the grounded work? Why would you bring a supernatural character? And you have people criticizing it already. A lot of people love it. But then you have the criticism of some people who are like, I thought he wasn't for the supernatural. So you can't win against everybody. It is what it is. But that's my only thing. I want to see where the character is.
So you're kind of right there, stuck in the middle. You don't know. It really depends on how they're going to go ahead and pull off the character, basically. Now, you have a more positive outlook, Professor. What's your take on that?
So, Matt Reeves. I think Matt Reeves is at the point now where he can use any obscure character that he wants and bend them any way that he wants, and folks will accept it. That's kind of why I doubt that it's going to be Poison Ivy, Pamela Isley. I wouldn't be surprised if he just makes up his own female character and just adds a whole bunch of different traits that we've seen in other characters. Gives us something brand new that'll just be awesome. And I think that no matter what he makes, it's probably going to be awesome. I expect to love it. I'll be there. I recommend that everyone's there opening night. And I think it's going to be great.
There you go. You're the last one. Seeing that you enjoyed the Penguin show, you kind of seeing how it's been built aesthetically. Like, how do you think this character is going to fit? Do you think it will be a good fit for the film?
I think I'm going on with the same line as Professor. It could be because of the success of part one, the freedom that he's got already to create, to, attach this, like the supernatural part of what the DC world has. I trust him 100%. The kid mentioned like the love affair that this character might have with Bruce. Interesting twist, to be honest. I didn't like the twist that was given in the other Batman, right, with Christopher Nolan and Anne Hathaway, right? They had like a sort of like, hey, I like you, you like me. It was more her than him. But then we also have to remember that he had the fling with the daughter of the League of Shadows.
Talia Al Ghul.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So they threw us up there a little bit. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, listen, I'm all for it. I think Poison Ivy is a great character. It's always been. He's been in previous movies. Interested to see, again, we don't have too much information right now. The fact that we're just learning about, this person's going to play this character. And now it's for sure. I mean, it's a rumor, but more likely than not is confirmed, right? Because she was said in the past, like a few months ago, to be the wife of Harvey Dent. Now I don't even know if Harvey Dent is going to show up in the movie at all, or is going to have the role that we thought, or that we discussed, right? A more prominent role. And now I don't know. I think that, Poison Ivy might be the one who's going to have the more prominent role. But then again, this guy has shown us that you don't need to have one big bad guy to make the movie work, right? You can have different angles. And just to TK's point, we saw that in The Penguin. The Penguin had many different angles.
Yes.
And I mean, I love them all, but it showed you like, hey, listen, there's something that you have to face in each aspect of, I guess in the Penguin's arc, like in becoming, right, who you are. So I think that we could see that in the Batman too. If that's where they're going, I love it.
Perfect. I do have one more question. I'll throw it to the kid. What is the one thing Matt Reeves needs to avoid? Because now that we're seeing different characters coming in and we're having the whole Poison Ivy mystical stuff, like what is the thing that he needs to avoid so he doesn't fail?
I think he already did. In a lot of comments and a lot of news reports and the varieties, Hollywood reporters of the world, it's already been confirmed that this is going to be a different direction than the first one. Not in the sense that it's still going to be a mystery and murder and all that stuff, but a lot of people are saying they're taking a lot of swings in this one. And I think that, and again, I'm not Reed, I'm not in DC, I don't know anything about the story. I think if anything we know about Reeves, exactly what Eagle just said, he hits you with 2 or 3 dudes every single time. Oh, the Penguin might be the killer. Oh, no, it's not really him. Oh, it might be the Riddler. Well, we know it's kind of the Riddler. Well, now we know that it was Falcone. If anything we know about him, he's obsessed with 2 or 3 dudes. And I could see 2 or 3 dudes here. I could see Pamela Isley, her. I could see the Court of Owls, which we all 4 of us want the Court of Owls. Mm-hmm. And I could see Bookie's character. Be an enforcer in Arkham, work for the Court of Owls, do the killing, and then in reality, the twist has it's all been the love interest, Pamela Isley. I could see that twist coming where Reeves is going to get you on that. I'll say this. In the Court of Owls, in the comic book, there's a part called the Labyrinth where every Batman fan knows this, where Bruce gets tricked by Talon. He's investigating the Court of Owls in the Swords or somewhere like that, and he gets tricked by Talon. Talon is the enforcer for the Court of Owls, the physical enforcer. Mm-hmm. And then they bring him to a labyrinth, which is like a fun house with no water, no food. And it breaks Bruce to the point where he doesn't realize what day it is. So he's been there a week without food, without this. I could see that happening in this film. And I could see that either Poison Ivy does it or the Court of Owls does it. So to your point, TK, I just think that I don't think he's going to go directly to what we saw in the first one, where it's one, we're going to see the Court of Owls killing, and we're going to see somebody killing the Court of Owls. But remember what he said, it's going to be a lot more Bruce than Batman in this one. So
it's
that's
dangerous
why
to go alone.
To give you
Take this.
Any final comments before we end this podcast?